How's it going, guys? My name is Franco and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through ByBit and just doing a general walkthrough. This is a bit of a beginner's guide to ByBit. We're going to be going through obviously some of the features that they have on offer, how to deposit funds, how to set up an account, and basically how to start trading and start accessing some of the features. This isn't a major deep dive into ByBit and every feature they have on offer because ByBit, they have a lot of different things, and I think no point covering them all in one video. We'll just go through the basics in this video, and then later down the line, we might do some, more specific, in-depth deep dives into other features. But before we do jump into our general ByBit review for 2024, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're currently at 670 subs, so much appreciated to everyone that has joined along the ride in the past year or two. But let's push that up for 700. We are going for 1,000 subs, hopefully sometime this year, obviously, to get monetized. That's a big goal of mine for this year, so it would help out. It'd help out a lot. And if you do enjoy this sort of content, go back and check out some of the other videos. Hit that like button. Any questions that you have, feel free to comment down below. But let's jump straight into the video. Now, obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do when you, want to access ByBit is you're going to have to sign up. So simply go into something like the sign up now button. Now, all you need initially is an email or a mobile number and a password to actually create your account. And of course, you can use a referral code, which if you go and have a look in the video description, you'll see ByBit sign up bonus, so you can see the code, or you can just follow the link in the description. That way you can access some pretty good referrals. I think it's like if you do $100 deposit, you get $10 USDT bonus, or if you trade $500 total trading volume in 30 days, you also get another 15 USDT. I think that's what the rewards are, but go check it out. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can see. You can claim up to 6,000 USDT if you unlock all of those steps, essentially. But all you need initially to sign up is your email, which obviously I've already done, so I'll just log in quickly. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do in ByBit is verify your identity. Now, I know that at least in Australia, ByBit is KYC, which means you do need to verify yourself in order to deposit funds. Now, it's a pretty simple process that you can either do on your phone or on the computer, because ByBit does also have a mobile app that you can use. You pretty well just need to have one source of like government identification, like a driver's license, passport. I just use my driver's license, so it's very, very easy. And then you just upload a selfie to go with that, so they can match your identity, and it's pretty well approved straight away. So very, very quick and easy process. Alright, so once we've signed up and verified our account, the next thing we're going to want to do is deposit some funds. So there's a couple of ways that you can deposit funds. So if we just go into, firstly, we can deposit fiat. Now, this is only available to United States users, I believe. You can see that it is a wire transfer from a bank account. As you see with a lot of other, exchanges, you can just deposit fiat currency, very quick and easy. The other one you can do is if you're looking to purchase using, now obviously this isn't available, here in Australia, or I guess in a lot of different countries, but the other one you can do if you're looking to just purchase with fiat is a one-click buy. Now, it's a pretty simple process in which you can just basically select your currency. Obviously in Australia we're going to use Aussie dollars, but you can see that there are quite a variety. You can obviously sell as well, and then you just select what crypto you want to buy. Maybe I want to buy some Bitcoin, whatever it might be. So I want to put $100, something like that. Okay, and then you can see that they've got some payment methods that you can use. Now you can see bank card, Google Pay, Apple Pay, no fees. So it's pretty handy to have something that is fee free. You can see with Revolt, you can see the price of one Bitcoin is quite high, about 136,000. But if you have a look with Apple Pay, Google Pay, or a bank card, now they advertise no fees, but you can see which one is obviously the best value. It would be, something like your Apple Pay or Google Pay. You can see that one Bitcoin is only about 109,000 Aussie dollars in this case, compared to 112,000 whatever, or 111,000, whatever it might be. So you're obviously going to want to go for the one which Bitcoin is the cheapest, so you get the most Bitcoin for your dollar. Now, say we just go on to Apple Card. Now, this isn't going to work, but I'll show you guys nonetheless, just for the process initially. So you're going to want to put it into a specific account essentially in your ByBit account. Now you can change these after the fact, so don't sweat it if you get it wrong or something like that. Now you can see there is actually a small fee attached, but it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, we will confirm, and you can see that your current device or browser doesn't meet the requirements. Okay, so if you're doing this on your phone, on the ByBit app, you can use Apple Pay, you can use Google Pay, whatever it might be, but obviously on the computer, I don't have access to Apple Pay. But you can see the process is really quite simple. Or you could do a bank card, like just put your debit card in, that would also work. But you can see that it's going to cost you just that little bit extra. And then the other way you can deposit funds, probably the most simple way, or probably actually not the most simple way, but the way I've been doing it as of late is just depositing crypto just through a blockchain sort of. The way of doing it, you can just look to deposit Tether. So you could go USDT, pick your blockchain. You're going to want to go something like Matic or Solana, I think, something that's got cheap fees. Obviously, you don't want to be sending through a very expensive blockchain. So we'll just go Matic for the sake of now, and then just press acknowledge. These will be channeled into your derivatives account, whatever. So we can just go acknowledge, and then it'll spit out your wallet that you wanted to send your money to. Now, if you're unsure on how to send money through a cryptocurrency blockchain, I do have some videos on it, so I'll just put I might put the link in the description if I remember, but I'll put the thumbnail up nonetheless for the video that you're going to be looking for. It is a pretty simple process once you've done it a few times. So I'll quickly deposit some USDT onto my ByBit account using this method here, and won't take a second, hopefully. Okay, so I've just deposited some funds just using the wallet address, just going into my exchange, inserting the wallet address, withdrawing funds, and putting it into ByBit. It is a pretty straightforward process. It is just a pending transaction at the moment, so we'll push on forward, and by the time hopefully we need to buy and sell some Bitcoin for the sake of this video, we'll be ready to go, and that transaction will have completed. Now, next thing you're going to want to do, as we just said, so we've deposited funds, or I should say we've signed up, verified our account, we've deposited some funds. Now we've got some USDT in the account. What can we do now with this money, right? So first things first is going to be trading. So there's a lot of different ways you can trade on ByBit, and it can all be a little bit confusing. What am I doing? How do I do this? There's a lot of different options. Generally speaking, most people are just going to be wanting to do spot trading or USD or USDT perpetuals, where you're basically just buying and sell, or longing and shorting Bitcoin based on the market. Now, if we go into spot trading is really the most simple form of trading. If we actually go into, I thought I'd just look this up because they'd probably do a better job of explaining it than I would. Now, what is spot trading? Crypto spot trading is a transaction between buyers and sellers to trade one current cryptocurrency for another at the current market price. Taking BTC USDT as an example, so that's pretty well what we're going to be doing in this video, just trading USDT to different cryptocurrencies. As an example, the price of the trading pair represents how many units of USDT need to be paid to buy one Bitcoin, and how many units of USDT can be obtained by selling one Bitcoin. Okay, so what is the difference between derivatives and spot trading? Spot trading and derivatives trading in crypto market have distinct differences. In spot trading, traders must use their own underlying assets. So you're pretty well just using money that you have, I can only trade my, I just deposited 9.2 USDT after the fees and everything. So, 9.2 USDT, that's all I have to trade. I can, swap that for Bitcoin. I can buy Bitcoin using that, but no more. It involves buying and selling of cryptocurrencies at current market price. In spot trading, the buyer and seller exchange the quote and base tokens right away. So it's an instant transaction. You're buying and selling at the same time, essentially. Conversely, derivatives trading is a form of trading where the parties involved agree to buy and sell cryptocurrencies at a predetermined price or a specific future date in the derivatives market. In this scenario, traders don't directly trade with the actual asset, but rather speculate on the asset's price. They can choose to go long if they predict an asset to increase in the they predict an increase in the asset's price, or go short if they foresee a decrease, While no physical assets are exchanged in derivative trading, traders are still required to hold a certain amount of assets known as margin, depending on the leverage used to cover potential losses. So a little bit confusing, but spot trading is the simple one, as we just said, where you're actually transacting Bitcoin and USDT, obviously. Now, a transaction is still pending, but we can still essentially go through the process of what it would look like. You'd pretty well put in your quantity of Bitcoin, so we can just assume, maybe we want to trade 100% of our USDT to Bitcoin, and that would, have our order value there, and then we just buy Bitcoin, and that's all we can do. We can buy some Bitcoin. Now there is some margins options, but we don't want to use that at the moment. But we can, spot trading is really, really simple. We're just swapping our USDT for Bitcoin. That's like what you see on most exchanges. If you go into something like Coinspot, Swyftx, and you buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, you buy whatever token you're buying, that is spot trading, right? You're actually transacting your fiat or your USDT or whatever it might be for a different asset, and then you own that asset for, and then you wait for the price to fluctuate essentially and sell later. And you can see that there's a lot of different options. Obviously, it's not just Bitcoin. You can do Ethereum, Solana, USDC. I don't know why. I don't know why you'd want to trade USDC to USDT. I wonder what this chart even looks like. I guess you're just waiting for something like this, and then you set like a sell order or something for when they temporarily lose a bit of their value or something. But generally speaking, I don't know why you'd want to trade USDC and USDT. Quite a strange option to have. Anywho, you can see there's lots and lots of different options. I mean, you can see just where the scroll. I can just hang on here. You can see just where the scroll wheel is, right? There's hundreds of cryptocurrencies to spot trade in which you actually buy the asset. So that is an option for trading. Now, obviously, the other one, this is what you're going to see more often if you go onto something like your Twitter feed and you see people being quite degenerate. What just happened? I think I just clicked on the derivatives. But if you see people being quite degenerate, your 100x, leverage trades, this is where derivatives come in, right? So derivatives is quite simple, but as we said before, you're not actually trading assets. You're kind of speculating on the price. So how it works is you are going to speculate, whether Bitcoin is going to go up and down. Now, say we assume Bitcoin is going to go up. What we would do is press the long button. We would order how much Bitcoin we want based on, or we could just, select a quarter of our profile, 50%, 100%. Now, we are still waiting for our USDT to hit. It's almost in. So when it hits, we will actually perform a transaction just for the sake of this video. And then you can see what you do is you long the market, and then if the market pushes up, you can then sell that for a profit, or if it decreases, you can then, you could close your position in a loss essentially. But you're never actually buying Bitcoin necessarily. You're just speculating on its price, and you're always going to come back to whatever asset you're trading in, which is USDT. So you're always, when you close the long, you're always going to receive USDT or lose USDT essentially. And the other thing you can do with derivatives, because you're obviously not actually buying the asset necessarily, you can use leverage. Now, I wouldn't recommend leverage, particularly if you're new to the crypto market. You can see that mine is pretty low, 2.5 to the long side, 2 to the short side. In the past, when I have done a little bit of trading here and there, this is something that is very, very dangerous. Obviously, it'll set up liquidation prices. So we'll go through this, as I said, all again very shortly. We're almost there. The transaction's almost gone through, which is good. So you can, you can change this and scale it up all the way up to 100, and you can see that the current leverage is too high. You can see that there is a high risk of immediate liquidation. Please adjust your position. So they're basically saying, please don't do this. That's stupid. But we'll just keep ours at 2.5 x leverage. So, and what that does is it increases your potential winnings, I guess, but it also increases your potential losses. So, and it does set you in a liquidation price as well. Okay, so how does leverage work? This is one of those things again. I'm probably better off just reading an article than trying to explain it in my own words. Leverage works by using a deposit known as a margin to provide you with increased exposure to an underlying asset. Essentially, you're gaining exposure to a position while putting down a fraction of the full value of your trade. Although you're only paying a small percentage of the full trades upfront, your total profit or loss will be calculated on the full position size, not your margin amount. So essentially, in this example here, so I think my funds finally came through. So if we just reload this here, there it is, 9.2 USDT, awesome. So what we can pretty well do here is we can put down our margin of 9.2 USDT, but we can leverage it 2.5%. So we'll do this just for the sake of this video. So we're going to put down 100% of our current portfolio, which is 9.20001 USDT, and we can open a long here. So we'll just do that. Okay, now I didn't have enough. 920 is not enough. Apparently that's below the minimum. So we deposited more funds. We're ready to go. We got 58 USDT. So say from this point we wanted to long the market. Do we want to long the market? I don't really know. I haven't done any in-depth technical analysis, I can't lie, but we'll long for the sake of this video. So we can just put, a percentage of our portfolio. For the sake of this, we'll just put 100% of the portfolio down. Now we don't want 5x leverage, accidentally changed that. We want we'll just go 2.5, whatever. It doesn't really matter at this point in time. So we can confirm that, and then you can see the value of the position is going to be $277. Is that correct? 2.5 doesn't sound right. There we go. It's just had to change it, so it's $138. So we're putting in $58, but our value of our trade is $138. So we'll open the long just for the sake of this. Now we can also set stop loss, take profit, which would you can do if you really want to. I don't know if I can be bothered right now. This is just going to be a quick trade. So we'll set this up. Go open long. Yep, confirm. And there we go. Order price, yada 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 yada. Estimated liquidity price. We'll go through that in a second. Confirm, and there we go. Boom. And as you can see now, we've got our purchase price for our Bitcoin. And then if we scroll down, which we'll just need to zoom out a bit, it should come up with our liquidity price, but it's not there. But our liquidity price is $42,000. So I doubt we're going to hit that. But there you have it. We've longed Bitcoin at this current price, and that's pretty well how it works. Same for the short. You just instead of pressing open long, you just press open short, and that is how it works. It's quite a simple process. You can see unrealized gains, realized profit or loss. We're down 7 cents. That's just because of the spread. But yeah, it is that simple. Now at the liquidation price, that pretty well means that we don't have enough margin left in our position, and ByBit will essentially close our position and we'll make no money. But yeah, so we'll just sit this out. I don't know for how long, but that's pretty well as simple as it gets for opening a long position. As we said, same for a short position. If we wanted to close this position, all we have to do is press on the close by market, whatever. We can pick how much we want to close, and you can see that our expected loss would be 10 cents, but we don't want to do that at this point in time. We'll just sit on this for a little bit. Doesn't really matter. But that's as simple as it gets for opening a position. And you can see the price, our green line and our red line. Oh no, we're going into the red. That's okay. But yeah, so that's how simple it is to trade using ByBit. And then we can close. We could open up a short. We could do a variety of different things using this. But obviously, please do your due diligence. Make sure obviously you're not using too much leverage, and make sure that you're not just gambling. Essentially, you got to at least have some sort of strategy in place before trading. Okay, so you can see that there is a flexible savings account that ByBit offer that you can earn 2.5% on your Bitcoin, which is pretty good considering. There is also liquidity mining. So liquidity mining is where basically you're sharing liquidity with or you're sharing your tokens with ByBit for liquidity. To improve, ByBit as a whole, and then what ByBit will do is give you a fraction of trading fees, and you can see that turns out to because this is dependent on trading fees as a whole. There isn't like a set amount that you're going to earn, but some pretty good ways to yield. And then of course there is also on top of this assets that have staking protocols, you can also go in and use staking protocols like that. If we find another one, ADA does have staking, but it doesn't look like they offer it. I'm just trying to see if there's another. Doesn't look like there's going to be many more, but there are other options available. But it is good. It's hard to earn any sort of real yield on. Oh wow, you can see 100% on a fixed term. That's pretty excessive, I would have thought, but I don't know exactly, how all of these work. But being able to yield on your Bitcoin, if you do just purchase some Bitcoin, and you're just looking to yield something nice and steady, like 2.5%, that is a pretty good offer available. So earning options are available here. Might as well use them if you've got some Bitcoin or something sitting on the side that you're not really sure what to do with. As it says, don't just hodl. Grow your crypto holdings the smart way. So if you are just hodling your crypto, maybe you can look at something like this earn program to compound your growth even further. Now, there are also things like crypto loans, which personally I wouldn't recommend, but there is the option available that you can, loan out some money as long as you have the collateral and everything. I haven't used this before, but options available, and the ByBit card. Now, this is something I haven't used or I haven't done a lot of research into, but you can see it's just a prepaid MasterCard. Spend crypto instantly and globally. No fuss, only benefits. And it does just look like a way that you can basically spend your cryptocurrency and earn some rewards. From what I can see, is it look like you can earn some cash back, which isn't too bad, but it does look like it's capped out at monthly amounts. So it's there if you're interested. Of course, at this point in time, it doesn't look like that there's Apple Pay or Google Pay. They're looking to introduce it, so it looks like you'll get like a physical card and a virtual card. So it's not bad. It's there if you're interested in these sort of things. If you're someone that uses ByBit a lot, and this could potentially help you out. You can see earn up to 10% in cash back. So it's there if you're looking for these sort of things. But for most people, you're probably just going to be sticking to the spot trading and the derivatives trading. So that's all quite simple, quite easy to use. The earn program is very handy. I think that generally sums up the main features of ByBit, how we can quickly access them, how we can use them. But without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. It is much appreciated. And as we said, if you do enjoy this sort of content, please hit that subscribe button. It does help out the channel. Obviously, hit that like button, push this video further out into the algorithm. And of course, if you are interested in using ByBit, please go ahead and use the referral code. You can get some really good rewards absolutely for free. Now, of course, you've got to trade a little bit of money and everything, but if you're going to be doing that anyway, consider using my referral code when you sign up to get some of those rewards. It helps out you guys, and it does help out the channel as well. So thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy your weekend, or wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in the next one.